We've been married 52 years this August.
August the 18th of this year, it'll be 50 years. We met back in 1971. It was a blind date that I was doing a favor for a friend of mine.
Well, when I first met him, he drove up to my house to take me on a date to go to the bank. Since we were a blind date, I'm standing at the window and I want to see who's coming, right? So I look out the window and I see this young man. First I see the car, and the car was, women. Ooh, that's a nice car. And then he gets out the car and looked like he just got out. And he was so tall. And I said, I'm done.
We actually met when he was dating my sister. So
I dated her sister first, and then I saw her, and I decided she was the better catch, I guess.
We've been married for 63 years this past June 24th.
We don't even have to talk. I can think it, and he says it.
I called her in the middle of the week. It was the 70s. I asked her to go disco dancing. Thankfully, my dad got some tickets to a Royals game. The Royals were in postseason play.
Well, I had no idea what kind of a dancer he was. I didn't know if that would be awkward, but I knew I'd enjoy a baseball game. So it was a safe date.
One word I would use to describe a healthy marriage is compassion. Often we get so involved and so busy doing our thing and doing what we want to do and reaching our goals and accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish that we sometimes forget about just compassion for our spouse.
Trust, because being as young as we were, getting married, I had to trust him. There was nothing else I could do. All I had was an example of my mother and father. So here I am getting married. So I would have to trust him no matter what.
Well, I would say commitment. I think when you get married, when I got married, I put my hand on a Bible and made a vow before God till death do us part. And I took that pretty seriously, and I think God does too.
We grew up with those Christian friends, the support of our Christian friends in the church. Our kids grew up there. I wish I knew then what I know now about leaning on your faith. That just has come with growth, that kind of thing.
If you were asking me where we draw our strength from, it has to be from God. The things that we've gone through, and I think sometimes the Lord allows things to happen in your life that will help you grow. And we've gone through some of those, but God's always been faithful.
In 2014, Bruce and I were in a serious car accident, and I had 2 broken legs, and I was in a wheelchair. I will never forget one morning. It was shortly after the accident had happened, and I heard the shower running in the bathroom. I looked at him and I said, Did you leave the shower running? And he got really quiet, and he said to me, well, I wanted to make sure that the temperature was regulated in the shower for you because I knew you wouldn't be able to reach the knobs before I helped you into the shower. I remember vividly just sitting there for several seconds and looking at him and saying thank you. And it was priceless. It told me that I was cherished.
The willingness to forgive, the willingness to go back and say I'm sorry, and to swallow your pride. And I guess that's one thing I went into the marriage with a sort of a chauvinistic mindset, and watching her forgive me when she knew that I was wrong was huge. And I think that over the years has probably impacted me more and strengthened our marriage, from my perspective, more than anything.